Hi guys, I started to tear down the reflex cameras I did buy for this purpose. So I will show you one at a time the inside of the cameras. First step is to remove the outer skin of the camera. So usually on the older one you have some leverette to glue or rubber parts to find screws. On newer ones, I would say since 1990s, it is almost always the same thing. So the first part to come off will usually be, so maybe the back is removable very easily with a little spring thing here. So here I did already remove the back. It is because you can use another back with the data, the date and the time print function. So usually the first step onto these cameras will be to remove the bottom plate. You can see this one on this Olympus is pretty dirty. So here is the bottom plate removed. You will often find the rear mechanism for the film winding. Then some cosmetic panels will come off, usually quite easily. Here you have a screw which was hidden back there. So you will often have screws hidden in the film compartment or sometimes in the battery compartment also. So it is just a plastic part. Next step, here the front panel goes off pretty easily, just 3 screws in fact. And finally some screws around and the top will go off with also a thing to disconnect here. So you can see this one is very nice inside because yes, it is an Olympus, so it is not a bad brand. They were expensive and good quality cameras and they are still. So here is the camera naked. You can see lots of flex circuitry, lots of the structural part here for the mirror box is in die-cast metal, so very good. The top cover has some copper painting inside, conductive paint, and was connected by this flex here to this contact area. Then what do we have? You can see all the flex circuits also with the contacts here, LCD. So you have 2 main clips. Here, flat package clips, surface mount, and as the space is very little available in these cameras, they did glue another add-on PCB with some transistors and resistors. It is not a clog, it is part of a normal assembly. So what do we have else? There are lots of contacts here. I do not know the purpose, if it is for testing or something like this. An auxiliary PCB here for power management maybe. So you can see also this assembly. In here you have a little mirror and a little box with a LED inside. It is for the self-timer light. So why they did not put very directly a LED facing here, I am not sure. Maybe it is also used as an autofocus assistant and they need to respect some focal distance thing. Not sure. Here you have a light sensor for light measurement. So on this camera the next step I guess will be to try to release some of the PCBs and remove the entire front part. It will go in 2 parts, the front one with mirror box and the prism assembly, viewfinder also, and the back part with the main chassis and the shutter. It is always the same on the film winding mechanism, so it is almost always the same thing with reflex cameras. They are always made with this, except for Zenith, which were quite different, but Japanese ones were always made the same way. So here is the first one, naked Olympus OM707 camera. Thanks for watching, bye bye.